Nunca sei o que é mais complicado. Não dá não, Diego.
Pelo menos a gente conseguiu ir.
Mas sem essa daí a gente não consegue completar o resto.
A gente já completou, cara. É só isso aí, só. Aí de meia-noite vai voltar tudo de novo. A gente volta a fazer.
Tem que adicionar um e-mail.
Pode cair os três. Um casal pau. Casal pau. Pode cair agora o primeiro, né? O primeiro é essa prova aí, né?
Ah, consegui. Acho que tô conseguindo. Confirme sua senha. Insira o código com 5 dígitos no seu e-mail.
Pegou farofa, pegou na farofa. Ai, caramba. Merda. Não conversa não, cara. Pegou na farofa. Os dois. Aí ela se esconde atrás dele, a Dani, e faz uma trairagem. Eles não jogaram, né?
Consegui. Pronto. Digão? Oi. Calma aí. Só um minutinho.
Falou?
Quê? Quer alguma coisa a falar?
Quem? Vamos?
Tá magrelo. Quietinha, quase não falava. Tá chegando agora pra um dia. Agora tá muito mais fora.
Não é a Orange, não sei o quê. Boa tarde, Zé.
Aí. Tomou a parada dele, deu pra outra e tomado de volta.
Apareceu.
Muito bem, meninas e meninos. Vamos se preparando. Daqui a pouco a gente se vê lá no balcão de provas, tá? Ok. Maneiro. O labirinto da própria personalidade. Assim, vai ter coisas sim, mas vai ter coisas, características nossas, provavelmente, que eles vão escolher. E aí, tá na hora, então, de vocês conhecerem o que as esposas de Thiago vão enfrentar na prova de hoje. A cada bifurcação do labirinto, a esposa vai encontrar características
normal.
emotiva, racional, parceira, organizada e por aí vai. O segredo é pegar sempre o caminho que reflete o que o marido pensa dela. Se ela fizer as escolhas certas, ela vai achar a foto do parceiro lá no final. E as 3 esposas mais rápidas cumprem a prova. Antes de mais nada, toda vez que eu falar de esposa, entenda Thiago, tá? Ok? Então é isso. Lembrando, se a parceira cumprir a prova, eita, por favor, votem pro pra todo mundo. Se não, ó. E aí, todo mundo pronto pra ver esse mãozão aí de vocês? Vamos abraçar a mão aí. Então vamos lá. A próxima tá aberta. Muito bom. Agora que todo mundo tá passou, chegou a hora de checar a valentia de vocês no quesito dinheiro pra vocês pra gastar. É assim que eu gosto. Tá, então vamos lá, vamos começar com você, Leandro, que parece que ficou meio sofrido aí pra fazer essa aposta. Por quê? E me conta quanto você apostou.
Eu lanterna é sempre mais difícil, né, gente? A gente tem sempre uma pressão um pouco maior, a gente tem um pouco mais pressão. Eu coloquei uma aposta alta, só que a gente precisa chegar. Então eu coloquei aí 19, a aposta foi possivelmente para chegar.
Vamos lá, você, Matheusinho, quanto foi?
Então, eu falei pra Mariana que dependendo da prova eu ia dar algo, mas eu não joguei full. Eu normalmente ia 22, mas eu apostei 20 mil nela. Tá numa situação meio crítica, tá um pouco de vantagem na casa. E em relação a isso, eu falei pra ela que a gente ficar mesmo, que a carteira, se tiver certo.
Vamos lá, JP, e você?
Olha, eu apostei na Provinil, porque a gente tem uma personalidade muito marcante, muito forte. Eu acho que ela vai acertar, ela vai gabaritar a parte da personalidade dela e ela é boa na agilidade.
Vamos lá, Jorge, como é que vai ser pro Thiago essa prova? Ele é
Está no seu Facebook normal.
Vamos lá, e você, Bruno? Como é que a mulher é nas habilidades aí?
Não tem nenhuma.
A habilidade ela vai bem, provavelmente, mas nas coisas pequenas ela vai estar na coisa, ela vai estar maratona. Então muita gente foi bem baixinho, foi bem tudo.
Não, bem baixinho.
Foi fácil, ó.
Muito incomum mesmo. Não deve fazer isso. Eu acho que você
Foi pior.
vai
Foi pior. Foi pior.
E você, Fabinho, foi de quem?
Não, eu fui de fabricado.
É?
A saladinha lá, né? De criança foi o meu primeiro número. Eu carreguei nas costas. Era reserva, criança, foi fabricado. Eu acho que eu joguei bem.
Terminou.
Tem corte pra mim alguns tipos de
Pra começar.
a gente vai ter que ver no final, né?
Apostas conferidas, checadas e registradas. Então, partiu prova das mulheres com participação especial do Thiago. Bora pro balcão, gente.
Eu vou desinstalar o live e instalar o normal. Vai ser isso.
Muito bem, Mari. Seja bem-vinda ao nosso balcão de provas. E a missão de hoje é escolher dentro desse labirinto um caminho que vai te levar até a foto do Matheus.
2 minutinhos para começar.
Eu tenho que entrar aqui para adicionar um novo amigo. Eu tenho que entrar aqui, né? Cadê isso? Quando for um novo amigo. Alimente, pô. Não tem.
Daqui a 1 minuto e 10 vai começar o jogo.
Que do já tá dentro do potinho, já tá.
Pontapé inicial. Começou já. Nem a transmissão tá.
Por que não?
Tacoma Defiance. Tonight's match is presented by Hogue. With Devin Kerr, I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks for being with us tonight from
Tem dados.
Eu vou conseguir, Amazon. Pode deixar. Porque já consegui baixar.
Será que eu posso transmitir a mais do futebol?
Oi?
Eu botei o lembrete da partida, mas não. A partida não começou. Aqui também vai ter que atualizar a página. Certo. Vamos atualizar a página. Começou a partida já. Tem mais agora. Ligação mesmo.
So we'll see if they can extend that unbeaten streak tonight as they welcome in Tacoma Defiance. The stands will be packed, and we are just about set to go. Lineups in first kick coming up next from beautiful Southern California.
Apparently, it sparked a lot of talk on social media. I like the short pant look thing. I think I'm into that. Oh my god. Okay. We're the nerds. You can't get nothing for a quarter. It ain't 1947 no more. If Browner says whoa, yeah, that's a whoa. Catch Kaplan and Crew tonight at 9 p.m. right after the game, only on your view.
Loguei, Rodrigo. Consegui logar.
CRB 2, Botafogo 1. CRB conseguiu virar ainda.
Aí segundo passo é fazer o quê? Põe minha ratapé lá na geladeira lá. Pra gente detonar.
Back here on Irvine and Championship Soccer Stadium, teams making their way out on the field now. Orange County in orange, Tacoma in all white tonight. It's time to look at our starting lineups presented by Kimco Staffing. We start with Wade Weber's starting 11.
One change for Wade Weber. It's going to come at the left back spot. Interestingly enough, for a team that has such young players and rotates a lot, they've only changed twice in the past 2 matches. So a lot of chemistry here being built for them. I mentioned the national team experience. 6 are in the starting lineup at the youth level. 12 if you include the overall 18. Eric Kisner goes to the bench. Love the way that Serrano and Ocampo Chavez tuck underneath Adenir to allow the wingbacks to get in and still create a quality composition within the midfield.
And on the other side for Orange County and Braden Cloutier.
My favorite thing about this is, honestly, the versatility, Josh, and the fact that where you have Brian Olofsky, Kaningas, Chris Weehan, Nathan Smith, Brent Richards, who are all able to switch sides, change position. Chris Weehan can drop into the 10. Olofsky can slide out to the outside. Kaningas can drop into the midfield. Eric Calvillo, of course, is the wild card recently on loan as he steps up into the pocket right underneath Eero Markkinen. You don't have to necessarily worry about everything going through Brian Olofsky. You have great numbers moving forward, and of course, defensively, this team is at another level right now.
There is the big man up top, Eero Markkinen. He will be leading the line tonight for this Orange County side. Teams are out there. We're just about set to go. Another beautiful night in Irvine, California. It's time to look at our injury report presented by Whiteboard Risk and Insurance Solutions. And of course, the Orange County list a bit longer than Tacoma's as they have been decimated by injuries this season, Orange County, but still putting out a strong 11 tonight without all of those attacking presences.
Think about the fact they've been able to get all these results. Remember, 6 games unbeaten for Orange County, 4-0-2, taking down some quality opponents in the process, and still lacking all those names. Be nice to get that back and see if they can continue the same chemistry moving forward.
We are underway tonight. The sun is shining as it normally is here in Orange County. It's OC going right to left. It's Tacoma going left to right. As we talked about off the top, a great run of form here for Orange County. They come in 5-2-2. That is 6 games unbeaten. The last time they were unbeaten in 6 games was all the way back in 2019, where they won 6 games in a row. And outscored opponents 11-4 during that time as well as they go into the smoke. You can't even see the goal, Devin.
It's your early Christmas present for you. Enjoy with the numbers fading into the sunset.
To listen for the back of the net.
Attaboy.
On the other side for Tacoma, coming off a second loss this season to Las Vegas, this time of the 1-0 variety. Is kept in there in the corner. Chance for Tacoma to come into the attack here in the early going. They come in just outside of the playoff line. The draw tonight won't move them above Los Dos, but will keep them level on points. So a big opportunity for Tacoma tonight on the road, and it's a Tacoma side that has had Orange County's number as of late. A 1-0 win to start this season off for OC. It was the 1-0 win for Tacoma that night. A reset here at the back. Tom Pruitt, over Pudlian starting in central defense once again for Tacoma. You mentioned just the one change during lineups. Good reason for that is you go all the way up to the MLS side, and the Seattle Sounders, they've been decimated by their own injuries. So the likes of Danny Leyva, Reed Baker-Whiting, Ethan Dabbelaere, Abdoulaye Sissoko, they've all been getting minutes, or at least coming off the bench for Brian Schmetzer and the Sounders. So the trickle-down effect there is real for this side.
Nice to know that as thin as the team is, you still have guys like Taylor Mueller and Tom Pruitt on the back line. And even though Pruitt, only 24 years of age, well-versed within his years so far at the professional level, those two can interchange on that back three, which, Josh, as you know, being from the Pacific Northwest, a little bit different this year for the Seattle Sounders, what they're trying to do.
And the trickle-down effect in terms of formation here with Tacoma as well, playing that 3 at the back with the wing-backs. Chance here for Tacoma to look for it. Adoniran able to play this wide. Ocampo Chavez. It's back centrally for Adoniran. He'll slow things down. More possession here for Tacoma. Harna gets this out wide. Ryan driving, setting this in. Adoniran now play this back out wide. Serrano's cross snapped away. And then trying to track this down. Mueller got a foot on it, but Orange County able to recollect. Tacoma coming out with plenty of energy here early. Headed back for Romero. Decided to use his feet this time. Orange County will look to play out once more. They seem to be pinned in here at the moment.
One of the great things you get about the personnel you have on the field for Orange County, Josh, is the fact that Tommy McCabe on the ball right now, as they spread that back line thin, they'll just drop in a little bit and facilitate this movement going forward a little bit more. But as he tucks, that's where they can overload the midfield. Good little pinch in by the outside Chris Weehan. Miko Kaningas. I mentioned how they're also interchangeable because they've all played in those positions before in this season within this system. So as Tommy McCabe drops, he still gives you the depth defensively to lock down some of those balls, move in up to that front line for Tacoma Defiance if it breaks down. But more importantly, you create levels to it where you can start to build from outside in. More importantly, go directly down Route 1 through the middle.
Ball played over the top, and Orange County able to get into the attack. Swing and a miss. Another opportunity coming. Calvillo curls wide. Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Easy Fleet GPS.
Simple enough for Orange County. This cannot be a sleeper game. Business as usual, one foot in front of the other. Take them as seriously as you did Colorado Springs last week. And for Tacoma Defiance, a little play on words. Define yourself. It works two ways. Number one, without the lack of rotation, which is a good thing. You've only got one change at the left back spot. Show your vision. Make sure everything that you've worked on the training ground, not just within the system itself, but in the matchup, you can go and take full advantage of it. Do it early on. Put Orange County in a peculiar position. Also, mention all of those names coming in. One of the quotes that I got was from Gary Lewis, and I love what he said. It's so important for individual development, Josh, for these kids to succeed. It's what does he need, not what they need. They find a way to isolate the individual and how they can best perform within the system, give them the tools to do that. And if they do that for every single player, the system itself explodes and they're successful.
And it's so interesting to talk about that development phase, just doing games with FC Dallas' system and North Texas Soccer Club. It's all about developing, but there's also, you want to develop and win at the same time, and that's the philosophy you try to build. And going back to 2019, North Texas winning League One. That's great for development because, one, you're getting minutes for all those players, and two, you're winning at the same time and lifting trophies. You're building that winning mindset.
It's got to be meaningful games. You can't just go through the motions. He's a tactician, does this, does that. You have to actually go out and make those games mean something. And to your testament, that is why FC Dallas, it's got knocked off the perch recently by Philadelphia Union for good reason, but that's why they're the premier development within the United States.
Yeah.
Every single level they have success. Now they're just waiting for those starlets to step up and push the main team, Lucha Gonzalez, into another stratosphere.
You're seeing Ricardo Pepe trying to do a little bit of that. He's been scoring some goals as of late. Long ball over the top, looking for the run of Markkanen. Just trying to settle in here in the opening 8 or so minutes. Well, good chances have already come for Tacoma, but it was Eric Calvillo that had the best looking goal thus far. Tacoma's been two completely different teams, home and away. They have just one result on the road, and that was because of a late penalty they scored against Los Dos. Get to that in a minute here as Ryan coming forward, cutting in field. Got to get back onto it. Keep possession here for Tacoma, but 0-4-1 on the road, being outscored by 8 goals, 3-11, and then at home, completely different side, 3-0-1. They're outscoring opponents 7-2. Something has to give here tonight. And they get that record back on track, especially away from home.
As mentioned, there is a big picture, but or I should say bigger picture than what's going on here, Josh. But recognize this. They've given teams the business. The Phoenix Rising game going back on June 12th, that was a 1-0 game at halftime. They were playing very impressively, moving the ball around, had a couple great opportunities in the final third. Colorado Springs game as well, 1-0. That was 2-1, approaching the 75th minute, if I'm not mistaken. So they pushed some of the more quality teams within the Western Conference to the brink and beyond.
And even you go back to last year, they were giving Sacramento Reno trouble.
Yep.
Night in, night out when they played so often a year ago.
That's why I said you can't take a night off against this team. They're that good. And even if you're up 2-3-0, they keep coming for you. Here's one of those little switches I talked about. Check out Chris Weehan just tucking himself inside. Calvillo recognized the space and worked all the way back over. When you get guys who have played in so many different systems, different types of coaches, but have been able to have success at all of those positions, that's when guys like Braden Cloutier can take advantage of it. Calvillo comes to the outside. Tommy McKay drops deep. We already talked about that. Chris Weehan, remember, he was pretty much playing every single spot on the front line for New Mexico United prior to his acquisition. Kaningas, the same thing. Brian Olofsky, in their rotation on the back line itself last game, the movement by Brent Richards out of midfield down into the back line, Nathan Smith at either marking back spot. Though they have struggled with injury, to be able to keep this quality form to the tune of 4 wins and 2 draws over the last 6 games, those are the reasons why.
They come into the attack again. The big man, Markkanen, just wide. Great chance there for Eero Markkanen. Couldn't put the shot on frame.
This is some kind of ball played out of the back by Kobe Henry, the 17-year-old. What vision. And watch this thing just check up right in front of Eero Markkanen. Trailing run, got to be careful here. That back shoulder runner, Randy Mendoza, cannot cheat that high when you've got excellent distribution coming off the back line from Orange County.
Since 1947, Select has been a leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit SelectSportAmerica.com.
Aí, eu tenho que me virar.
Played over the top this time for Tacoma. Calmly headed back to Abraham Romero, making his 4th start, 5th appearance. All that time with Los Dos the past couple of years, staying here in Southern California. Pretty good pickup for OC and Braden Cloutier, an experienced goalkeeper. It's behind Patrick Rakowski to start the season, but now being forced into that starting role.
Got to make a decision professionally, Josh, and figure out what career path he wanted to take. There's an order there at LA Galaxy right now that is very deep. They bring over Jonathan Bond from England. Great pedigree, not really a lot of first-team appearances at the stops that he was at, but still 100-plus throughout his career. Justin Baumsteeg is one that comes to mind. Eric Lopez has his name in there. Jonathan Klinsmann. And the next thing you know, although you've repped regularly for Los Dos over the past couple of seasons, now you're looking at lesser playing time, and he's a wondrous talent.
That's that tough decision you have to make. Do you stick with it, the academy you've been with for so many years, or look for greener pastures? And Romero, he has, and not too far away. More pressure here at the back. Tacoma comes forward again. As you said, they just keep on coming. They don't stop. And here comes Weehan. McCabe finding some space. All those white jerseys now dropping back. See it turning into that back 5 in defense. Trying to penetrate over the top. Good first touch. And Thomas able to scoop it up.
Couple shouts here by Eero Markkanen, but there's not enough on this. Robin's racing, Josh. It's as simple as that. You got to put a body on this ball as it comes through. Lovely weight on the pass by Tommy McCabe coming through the midfield. There's that distribution that we talked about in the overlapping run by Kaningas. There's a good understanding between Oloski and Markin up top that they don't always have to be the guys. We addressed that when we talked about the starting lineup. And so as they pitch a little bit, they recognize there's going to be space there. They don't have to spring into it. And Josh, they can allow those runs to continue to come forward into the final third.
Ryan getting into the attack down this right side. Already plenty in his first 15 minutes. Trapped in the corner. This did go out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Tacoma. Whistle blows. This will go back to Orange County. The United Soccer League, all 31 championship clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change through the United Against Racism campaign, visit uslsoccer.com. Play that ball through the lines again. All on the right as it comes in and scooped up again by Thomas. Recent acquisition off of waivers from the Seattle Sounders. Tri-national Andrew Thomas out of Stanford.
How many stamps he's got in his passport, and in which one?
I don't know which one. He can spread them out.
I think Jason Bourne wandering through security. Hang on one sec. Backpack opens. Just one passport, another one.
Which one do you want?
I'll tell you what I want. I want the EU. I want that.
You just want more of that currywurst, don't you?
That's exactly it. I gotta get back home. So curry ketchup on the currywurst.
There you go.
Perfection.
Henry again out of the back, playing this over the top, but nobody make the run this time around. Last time these two teams played up in Tacoma on May 16th. So Campo Chavez to score the lone goal in the game. It was Orange County that outshot Tacoma 13-5 on the night. Good pressure by Markkanen tracking back. Playing this down the line. Will spark an attack for Orange County. Kuninga's coming forward, trying to just lay this one forward, and Mueller stepped in beautifully. Ryan, take it down. Free kick Tacoma. When's your peanut gallery that's back?
It's a Sunday league call. Sign him up. He's been playing pretty narrow. So Ryan on this right-hand side, tucking in a lot. Ray Serrano providing most of the width. He's got tremendous pace. It's on his time as a youth product. Of course, opportunities with Bethlehem Steel prior to his departure to Duke University. Excellent freshman season for John Kurt Jr. Decided to try his hand at the pro rankings as an official pro, as opposed to on an academy contract, and has now come Really the exact opposite side of the United States. Tacoma trying its hand at the long ball. Aaron trying to pluck this out of the air. This time scooped up by Romero on the other end. Good things come in fours, right? 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 drinks, all for $49 all season long. That's right, the family 4-pack is back. There's no better deal to enjoy world-class soccer, family fun, and more. Get your 4-pack right now at orangecountysoccer.com/4-pack. That's orangecountysoccer.com/4-pack. You got that? Number 4. Hesitation on the far side. Tacoma trying to get into the attack once more. Here comes the cross. A little bit too tall for Aaron in the middle. Tacoma will keep it here at the back. It's Mueller, the captain's armband tonight. And now Ryan, driving infield, laying this off. Yahara's shot is blocked. Once again, Tacoma able to keep it. Good pressure from the Defiance. Again, getting this to the end line, but this time the cross fired out of play. Good pressure from Tacoma. This is what they do, Josh, with their energy. They just continue to pump that throttle. 100 miles an hour for as long as humanly possible within these matches for Wade Weber and Tacoma Defiance. I talked about the width a second ago, how Ray Serrano is really providing that wide as they're bumping Randy Mendoza a little bit higher up on the left-hand side. But as Serrano drops, so does Issa Ryan. That's not the main issue for me. It's him tucking inside a little bit and Orange County not trying to address it. You're going to look here as this moves from right to left. 36 just pitching in. But then he'll drop into a flat-out right back spot. That's one of the things you get out of Issa Ryan is they never really fully understood where he was best going to be utilized in his time in Philadelphia. And same thing when he progressed to Duke. Although they primarily played him on the front line of a 3-man striking attack moving forward, they would also play him at outside back. And for his freshman season to now 2 years as a professional, still trying to find his way a little bit. And you can see that in his movements where he'll come real far inside, almost unnecessarily. And at the same point in time, and it's lucky he's got Taylor Mueller next to him, and I mean that in a good way. That's a veteran pro who can kind of help you through the progressions here as he tries to find a little bit of space to balance what's going on that left flank.
Where do you think he's best suited?
Probably a one-on-one defender at this point in time. They've kind of got him in a gray area. He's not clinical enough in the final third to be an out-and-out winger or striker. Give him a 6.5 or 7 out of distribution, but his speed to track players down, he's got a good IQ, so he can read the game very well, and I do think that he is a good defender. So right now, that's where I would put him.
Still very young, just 20 years old, plenty of time to develop.
You can tell they're well versed within the systems coming to mind. The spacing is top notch. This isn't a press coming from them right now. This is just enough pressure where everybody's got their marks up. You overstep in one area, you get yourself in trouble. Just look at them keeping the game in front of them. Everything shifts side to side. You feel like you can pounce and you go. Really well read by Ray Serrano there. But look, everybody else doesn't go after. He pounces, right? They just sit. So Aaron holds shape in the midfield. There's a little press coming up through the middle. Bakitahara. It's the long outlet ball that they're going to have to really keep an eye on like that. Where if they can't keep the game going side to side, it's that quick vertical stretch, and then Orange County allowing themselves to play off of the distribution coming out of the back.
So that was my next question. Long balls, long diagonals are going to be the way to beat this?
Just a long ball up over the top in general right now. They don't really have the space, Orange County, to play on the ground through the middle. So you can rotate quickly around the exterior. But Tacoma Defiance is doing a really good job in terms of rotation. I just mentioned Ryan on this right-hand side. He'll almost drop into an outside back spot. And so there becomes your 4, which you cut off the midfielder. And then the midfield itself is shut down because of the work by the front 3. Dink one up over the top, find a way to break the line. If you do that consistently enough, then you're forcing Tacoma to show their hand. They're going to have to change. As they back off or tweak themselves in another area, then you can start to attack other spots.
Interesting tactical battle here. 25 minutes in. Always a good night at Championship Soccer Stadium, a festive atmosphere. Tuesday night action here in the USL Championship, Pacific Division. Another chance for Tacoma to come forward. Serrano leading the break. It's deflected out wide. It will be a throw-in. Comes quick. Guiano. Tacoma will take their time on the ball. Mistouch, and it allows Orange County to get back on the ball. Misplaced pass for Markkanen. Campo Chavez made a wrong step there. Slowed down for just a moment. It's played in behind. Ryan trying to use his pace. Smith fell down, and Ryan gets it back. Places to the end line for Serrano. Now back for Ryan. Curls this in, back post. Headed back centrally. Tacoma will keep it again. Tacoma has a good grasp on things at the moment. Now Mueller. Plenty of patience here from Tacoma. Waiting for their moment. Here's some space opening up centrally. Now maybe a chance to break for Orange County. Woloski down the far side. Woloski curls this in. Brought down on the chest, and the shot is skied out of play. It was Weehan.
Well taken down by Chris Weehan, and here's the counter-attacking option. This is what I talk about. Woloski peels out to the right-hand side. Watch Weehan attack this space. It's a bit too hard off his chest, and then as he starts to chase it down, Josh, he's coming up on the ball. Always going to end up over the top of the bar. Really difficult to bring this down and then keep your momentum to put this on frame. Love the ideas, though, from Orange County.
Counterattack has worked a couple of times along that long ball from Kobe Henry in central defense. It's a fun center back tandem for Orange County tonight with Henry and Orozco. Experience versus the young star. This gets played out wide for Richards, who joins the attack. Cuts inside, left-footed shot is blocked. Richards, who has contributed 4 assists this year in his first season with the club, coming over from Reno. Mingus just clips this over the top, flag coming up for offside.
Quem?
OCSC is proud to partner with UHSM as the exclusive naming rights partner of the Community Corner program, which donates up to 100 tickets per home match to local nonprofits serving the community. Nonprofits are invited to apply for tickets today by visiting orangecountysoccer.com/community corner.
Será que foi?
Here's Ryan. Guiano felt the pressure, went down, drew the foul, free kick. For the run of Adeniran.
Você não pode ajudar, pois só os novos usuários podem ajudar.
Romero, a little bit of pressure, and pick out a pass for Smith.
Mas eu sou um novo usuário.
Picked off in the midfield, McCabe. Mingus will play this backwards for Richards. Now Henry, trying to pick out that pass again. Goes over the top. Still looking for that opening goal here tonight. One shot for Tacoma. They have been maybe the more dangerous of the two sides. Serrano gets the end line. Wins the first corner of the match. Corner bakery, corner kick. It's taken very quickly. Doesn't quite come off. Weehan. Here's Smith, and now Oloski finds himself on this near side. Romero, pressure coming from Kitahara. Adeniran, play post up. Now he's tracking back. Chance for Orange County to maybe look upfield, and Weehan. And putting plenty of pressure on. Pays off for just a moment. Weehan does well to win it back for Orange County. Here's here. We're just getting into July. We're starting to maybe figure out who are the contenders, who are the pretenders.
Starting to maybe.
Keep going, I'm with you. How do you see this Pacific Division shaping out? Do you feel like the four Teams.
É só o Renato e...
Similar opponents, still similar opponents, but you're not playing the same teams over and over and over again. I would say that the most upside is probably Sacramento Republic. At this point in time, that's not saying that much. They can't score goals. Yeah, that's their issue right now. Although, you could make the same argument for San Diego Loyal. Good composition, nice low-knee players, defensively sound, midfield quality, boys up top. Can't stick the ball in the back of the net. What does it matter?
Miguel Berry back to Columbus.
Back to Columbus, and look at them on the weekend. They played great. I've said this a couple of times. We talked about it on US All Access tonight. Sirius XM, channel 157, 7 p.m. every Tuesday. Shameless plug.
Here you go. No, plug away.
Got it. It's on the read anyway. So, Josh, you can build 75, 80% up the field. It's the final 20 to 25 yards, or percentage, is all that matters, honestly. So look for Sacramento Republic. Their coach will tell you, they weren't great defensively. They were good. I will give them credit. They were good. But they were exposed a lot. Poor decision-making and lack of clinical ability to put the ball in the back of the net is what plagued San Diego. So you go on the road, you don't necessarily get your greatest performance. You still get a point out of it. A point on the road against San Diego right now is a fantastic miss, right? And so there's a lot of teams around the league. I did love the fact, by the way,
And an Aaron trying to curl top corner. That wasn't too far away. Good opportunity for the big man up front.
did love the fact that Braden Fluetier said that he has not looked at the standings yet. He's going to wait. He said that he would wait till 10 games in. Well, this is 10 games right now. Lucky number 10 tonight. 6 of which are unbeaten in a row, 4 wins and 2 draws. It's not going to remain that way if you continue to expose yourself with the speed of Adoniran up top. Physical presence he is. Now if they can just get, as that long ball comes through, Josh, where's the second run coming from? If you can stretch the back line, that's great. But now you're looking for someone like Ocampo, Chavez, or Ray Serrano to tuck up underneath. When they build on the ground, the setup is perfect. But as they stretch it, notice it's isolated incidents going forward. One-offs.
I think that goes in Orange County's favor right now, just looking at the standings. Their goal difference is +6. San Diego, who has played 2 more games, is level on points, -2 goal difference, and of course very early on, but small details add up as the season goes on. Play down the line. Rowan giving away up Tacoma. Fans follow Orange County and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Join the more than 12 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com.
Tu não pode ajudar, pois só os novos usuários podem ajudar. Certo que eu não desinstalei o trabalho? Pode ser, né?
Então pode ser.
Porque eu acabei de pegar. Só que eu não desinstalei o trabalho.
Mueller looking for that long ball again. Ryan brings this down to the end line. Looking for Adoniran in the middle. Good defensive coverage there from Orange County.
Much better in build, though, Josh. Notice you had multiple options as you brought this thing out. Wazeran.
Zalowski slithering through. Still Oloski. Trying to just touch this out wide. He was fouled. The referee will bring this back. It'll be a yellow card as well.
What you have to recognize here for Orange County and where the foul occurs. Check the rotation to the inside. Chris Weehan, little peel off the right shoulder. Plays the initial ball, and then Oloski starts to step back into that space. It's the initial foul that gets him into trouble. Granguiano on the interior. And this is danger territory. A lot of boys standing over these set-piece opportunities for Orange County that are great dead ball strikers. Chris Weehan's one of them. The left foot of Kaningas as well. Andy Thomas set this wall up perfectly. Those big bodies from Orange County. You do wonder if they've got anything in terms of trickery. There's a lot of space to the side, but I'm going direct here.
Will be Weehan. Not able to test Thomas in goal. Notice he missed an opportunity there. For the W, the USL recently announced the formation of the USL W League, providing increased equity and opportunity for women looking to pursue careers in both soccer on and off the field. Comprised of clubs from across the championship, League 1, League 2, and new expansion markets, the W League is set to begin playing in 2022 in more than 30 communities across the U.S. Head over to USLWleague.com to learn more. The cross lifted in. Richards to throw this back in.
Josh, can I show off DJ skill?
No, I thought you were the DJ.
The PA is out of control right now. We gotta have a word.
I gave you the aux cord.
That's the last thing anybody wants on this broadcast. I can promise you that.
Richards, the long throw-in. Thomas does well to come out and grab this. Now he'll try to go quickly back the other way. Here's Serrano. Overlap coming from Ryan. And he'll get it. Heading challenge will put this out for a goal kick. Took another deflection on the way out. Yeah, that was worth that. Not a whole lot in this first half. As we talked about earlier, it's an interesting tactical battle. The way Tacoma sets up. It's given Orange County a few fits, but they still have had a few opportunities. And Aaron has had a couple of chances in the 18-yard box as well. No goals to show for it through this 45 minutes. Alvio. Henry. It's in the middle. He'll get it on the turn. Now Weehan keeps it moving. Good ball movement. Smith lays this across. It's headed away. Alvio. Playing this in towards the corner. Richards. Chavez will take this for Tacoma. Get into stoppage time, whatever stoppage time there may be. There will be none. That is the end of the first half. No goals to show for through 45 minutes from Irvine.
Just lacking a bit of imagination, Josh, as we progress the game forward, right? Good build out of the back for both teams. Orange County has had to sit a little bit deeper as they build and go more direct. Embrace that. Take advantage of it. They didn't do it that many times in the first half. When they did, you saw a little success. Would expect Frank Cloutier to try and find a way to connect the dots through the interior and challenge the shape that is the Tacoma Defiance on the road for Wade Weber.
So we'll see what comes during this 15-minute intermission. What will change come the second half? Looking for some goals tonight in Irvine on this beautiful Sunday night. Stay tuned for halftime. It's brought to you by Keno Candy Girl. From Irvine, it's Orange County 0, Tacoma 0 at halftime.
E separar o dinheiro de amanhã.
Vamos pegar a minha que acertou. Foi a mais?
Não. Deixa eu terminar aqui embaixo. Não só o segundo pneu. O falar ele tem que vir combinando com isso. Não entendeu? Por exemplo, meu usuário do canal e meu usuário do Facebook também.
Live soccer is back. Watch Orange County Soccer Club, OC's highest level of professional soccer, live on your view. Watch Orange County FC take on Rio Grande Valley FC Saturday, July 17th at 5. Watch world-class players and future stars. Transform your summer with the new family game night and outdoor fun all season long. Live soccer is back. Orange County versus Rio Grande Valley, Saturday, July 17th at 5 on your view.
Halftime here from Championship Soccer Stadium. Halftime is presented by Keto Candy Girl, the one-stop keto shop in Tustin and Anaheim. Let's see what Devin Kerr has served up on this week's edition of The Dish.
Uno a uno, also known as 1v1, also known as foreshadowing for a score to come. Not to be confused with a table for two, but it is The Dish. Week 11. That's Canardo Forbes. That's Albertigua. There goes Anthony Velarde, and there goes 3 points for the Charlotte Independents. We're going to give it to the Pittsburgh Rounds. 4-1-1 in their last 6. Charlotte, losers of 3 out of 4. But let's talk about San Diego Loyal and Sacramento Republic. Prime time, baby! Divine for San Diego Loyal. Watch the build-up. Jack Blake slides over. Ben and steps Miguel Ibarra into the final third. Miguel Ibarra is going to put this on a platter for Corey Herzog. His second goal of the season. First assist for Miguel Ibarra. One has to think that there's going to be more from the former MLS great. But see, if you don't put goals into the back of the net, you can't get points. Mitchell Taylor will get points, though. That's his first of the season. Carlton Belmar's first of the season. See, the one, it all makes sense now. Sacramento Republic have not won a game since May 12th, but that point right there could turn their season around. Let's talk about Colorado Springs and Real Monarchs and a bad man by the name of Haji Berry. And he's going to score the opening goal. Just kidding. That's Deshane Beckford on the Strauss. That's a shot and a cross because you don't know what that is being thrown in. But this has Haji Berry. This is the 22nd minute. And guess who? Beckford once again. This time he's supplying it. Haji Berry, 11th goal of the season. We'll talk about that more in a second. Andrew Briggs, nobody told them that they were supposed to fade quietly into the night. And that's not what's going to happen. A little fight back in for Hamazan Alave's boys. They get it to 2-1 just 6 minutes later. Love the ball in by Noah Powder. Great distribution by Douglas Martinez. But then there's the bad man again. Edwards, Sebastian Anderson, little flick. Not gonna play the rest. Back of the net, 3-1 Colorado Springs. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the scores around the league. Western Conference wonders. Colorado Springs back in the win after the loss to Orange County. How about everybody else? San Antonio. Everybody's going to look at that and think it's bad. It is bad. They're struggling. Death by 1,000 draws, also known as 7 injuries to the starting 11. You can count it. Colorado Springs, we talked about the recovery. El Paso Locomotive over New Mexico United. 3 losses in a row. LAFC 2, also known as Las Vegas Lights, also known as the Fighting Steve Trundelos. Good victory over 1-0 Tacoma Defiance.
Hey everyone, this is Oscar Jimenez from Louisville City FC.
Hi, my name is Carl Howard. I currently play for the Indy 11. What's up, everybody? It's Connor Sparrow with the Miami SC.
Well, first local checking in here. I'm from Bold FC. Hello, guys. This is Luis Herrera from El Paso Locomotive. Just wanted to share with you guys my favorite soccer moment, and that will be the day I made my professional debut for El Paso, which is my hometown.
Anderson swings it in. Barry making the run. Gets it up like this. He puts it in. Colorado Springs has its lead. And the save from Cardone. It's there. And Cardone with a huge save. Beautiful ball through. And that's it.
The Olympic Games, where the world's best athletes will compete on the most prestigious stage. Catch all the action leading up to the Olympic Games on Guide to the Games every Tuesday on Your View. The series examines the qualification process, the history of the games, and the teams and athletes that are expected to shine, plus information about the rules, events, and competitors. Don't miss Guide to the Games.
Se eu
Tuesdays on
conseguir
Your
agora quando abrir, é ótimo.
It's time to get outside and experience the new family game night with Orange County Soccer Club right around the corner at the Great Park in Irvine. World-class pro soccer is back as we battle against the USL's best, like Landon Donovan, San Diego Loyal, Phoenix Rising, and the LA Galaxy. Make memories all season long with our Dollar Beer and Cheap Eat series, firework nights, beer fests, and more. Parking is always free, but the memories are priceless. Get tickets now at orangecountysoccer.com/tickets.
The Olympic Games, where the eyes of the world will turn to Tokyo for the greatest show on
Vez,
earth.
mais uma vez, com
Catch all the action leading up to the Olympic Games on Countdown to Tokyo every Tuesday on Your View. You'll get the latest news on preparations for the games, details about the sports involved, and in-depth insights into teams, athletes, and the host city. Don't miss Countdown to Tokyo, Tuesdays on Your View.
Presented by Keto Candy Girl here at the half between Orange County and Tacoma Defiance. Busy times in the USL Championship. Some news and notes from around the league. Old is new against Charlotte Independence tomorrow night against Red Bull 2, moving into American Legion Memorial Stadium. Of course, the USL Championship on ESPN coming up on July 17th. It'll be Colorado Springs and San Antonio. And the Clear Audio Team of the Week is led by Dylan Maris, who is the Player of the Week. Plenty of good performances on this list.
What a legend. I got more than that, don't worry. He's got the brace, Dylan Maris, for El Paso Locomotive. Even though Seba is back, everything was about the comeback for El Paso Locomotive. And Dylan Maris, Kyle Gregg, by the way, great interview today on United States of Soccer. Go check it out. Talked about his journey, how he almost called it quits this year. Instead, ends up on Team of the Week for his performances, and Brian Ownby's a man on fire. Back-to-back appearances for the Louisville boy.
Brent Richards on the list as well for Orange County. Now, goals of the week. Which one is the best, Devin Kerr?
Let's talk. We're going to go back and forth. Josh, no powder.
You can't catch that any cleaner.
That's just silly. Even kisses it off the post. Rude. Let's fast forward to the next one. I like that vote for no powder, though. Is that your number one right now? It should be, because that's the only one we've seen.
Yeah.
Teddy. Good Pietro. Woo! Oh, this has got more venom on it, doesn't it?
It does, but I got to shout at the goalkeeper. What was he doing?
He was just compared to the other three.
Live soccer is back. Watch Orange County Soccer Club, OC's highest level of professional soccer, live on your view. Watch Orange County SC take on Rio Grande Valley FC Saturday, July 17th at 5. Watch world-class players and future stars. Transform your summer with the new family game night and outdoor fun all season long. Live soccer is back. Orange County versus Rio Grande Valley, Saturday, July 17th at 5 on your view.
Halftime highlights are presented by Dayton LLC. No goals to show for in the first 45 minutes, but look at this pass from Kobe Henry.
Check out my 17-year-old youth national team product. Made his way from Orlando City to Inter Miami all the way to the West Coast. California dreaming on this ball played through to Arrow Marketing. Pushed it just wide of the post. They go again. Everything was in transition for Orange County in the first half. Brian Olofsky gets out of the pocket, drifts out to the outside. Watch the trailing run all the way to the backside by Chris Weehan. A little bit too far. Turns of proximity off the chest here. Pushes up over the top of the bar.
Not too many chances in this first 45 minutes, but still they would keep on coming. 38th minute. This time a lofted ball the other way for Adeniran.
Head on a swivel for this back line with Villanueva, Taylor Mueller. Also, you can throw Eric Kisner into the mix, who's on the bench tonight. The center backs like to distribute moving forward. They're great at finding those 20, 30-yard balls, tipping out the front three, and the support coming up through the middle. That's what everybody's chasing right now. Orange County on their 10th match tonight could draw, in theory. Of course, goal differential would push them up to number 2. Los Dos. How many more games they played than everybody else alongside San Diego?
Oh, then Oakland at the bottom's only played 6.
Yeah, they started late.
Yeah,
The field issue.
Yep.
You know, they are changing stadiums though, so they're getting some games in here. Sacramento Republic and Oakland will do battle, and Steve Trundolo has started to turn the corner with Las Vegas Lights. Said the entire time that was just going to take some time, as the vision for that club and what it looks like under the direction of LAFC, the relationships they now have. Bob Bradley sending a lot of players up and down. Danny Mazowski getting involved in the scoring recently. Former Reno frontman for Ian Russell in 1868. Trying to make his way back into the team sheet for LAFC. But until then, he'll hang out in Sin City, have a little fun. We are set to go for the second half. Teams are ready to go with Devin Kerr. I'm Josh Eastern. Teams will switch ends. The lights starting to take effect here in this second 45 minutes. Being on the whistle of tonight's referee, Chris Ruska. See what changes come this second 45 minutes. Will there be a goal? Will there be a winner? 45 minutes to find out. Good pressure there from Kuningas. Calvillo leading the break. He held on to that just a bit too long, but Kuningas does pick it up. Now Richards. Which manager do you think was happier at halftime? Tacoma Defiance. They provided the top 4 overall opportunities. You would have to say the clear-cut ones definitely came via Orange County. Rick Cloutier's not going to be upset, though. Maybe lack of decision-making in certain areas. Would probably like this midfield on the ball a bit more than what you saw in the first half. And there's that spreading out that I talked about where Tommy McCabe comes really deep. Love the distribution coming from the likes of Orozco and Kobe Henry off the back line.
Serrano brought down by Smith. The referee gave the throw in Tacoma's way. So tried to run away with that. Tahara. Mendoza. Mendoza looking in to the 18-yard box. Bounces this in. Cleared away. Mendoza will get another chance. There's 5 shots in that first half for Orange County, just 2 for Tacoma. Possession did favor Orange County, 55% of it. Push in the back as Ryan went down. Free kick given Tacoma's way. They'll go with it quick. Remember, Orange County coming in on that 6-game unbeaten streak. To match the streak they put together in 2019, where they went 7 unbeaten, 2 wins and 5 draws. From behind, Serrano draws the foul. It'll be a free kick Orange County's way. And remember, Ronaldo Damas not available tonight. He is on international duty with Haiti. Actually played 36 minutes tonight in the 4-1 win for Haiti against Bermuda. Haiti will now be in the group stage, so he'll be gone a little bit longer. And Haiti's actually taking on the United States in the first matchup of the Gold Cup coming up. Markkanen able to get there in front of Thomas. Heavy challenge coming in, but one back in a good area. Kuninga slips this through. Weehands cross back into the middle. Richards crashing in. That shot nowhere near goal.
It's almost impossible here for Brent Richards to get this back across his body because he always wants it on the right foot. Fantastic overlapping run. Little press coming right back through the middle. That's a foul. They don't call it. Tommy McCabe gets himself in trouble a little bit. Referee doesn't see it though, and right there, the right foot coming back across. There's enough pressure just at the tail end of it to push it away. Trying to redirect this on frame, almost a near impossible task.
Back the other way, Ryan showing that skill on the ball. Still Issa Ryan. Gets this infield, Serrano just wide. All started by Ryan down that right side, but Serrano could not provide the finish.
Beautiful explosion of speed by Issa Ryan down on that right-hand side. And how about the technical display as well? That's a quality outside back, and Nathan Smith getting turned around. Tries to make amends on the little pressure coming at the tail end of it. Might have just saved this ball, ending up in the back of the net. Ray Serrano could not pick out that far corner. But how about the step by Issa Ryan on that right-hand flank?
Showing some of those attacking capabilities. Couple of good chances for both sides in the opening few minutes of this second 45. Henry, long diagonal again. This time it's intercepted. The referee will blow this dead. This will be a yellow card to Nathan Smith.
Should be no surprise that Issa Ryan on that right-hand side is causing some issues right now. That's your ACC Rookie of the Year back in 2018. Mentioned how good he was. 6 goals, 3 assists, and 20 appearances. Coming out of the Philadelphia Union Academy. National team player with the 16s and 17s. Just flat out fly.
No doubt made a difference down that right side tonight for Tacoma. Lay down the middle, here's Tacoma.
Agora mudou, agora é R$60. Deixa eu tentar.
Live soccer is back. Watch Orange County Soccer Club, OC's highest level of professional soccer, live on your view. Watch Orange County SC take on Rio Grande Valley FC Saturday, July 17th at 5. Watch world-class players and future stars. Transform your summer with a new family game night and outdoor fun all season long. Live soccer is back. Orange County versus Rio Grande Valley Saturday, July 17th at 5 on your view.
Já tá acabando já? Entendeu?
Hã?
Tá acabando já?
halftime highlights are presented by Dayton LLC. No goals to show for in the first 45 minutes, but look at this pass from Kobe Henry.
Check out my 17-year-old youth national team product. Made his way from Orlando City to Inter Miami, all the way to the West Coast. California dreaming on this ball played through to Arrow Markkinen. Push it just wide of the post. They go again. Everything was in transition for Orange County in the first half. Brian Olofsky gets out of the pocket, drifts out to the outside. Watch the trailing run all the way to the backside by Chris Weehan. A little bit too far. Turns of proximity off the chest here. Pushes up over the top of the bar.
Not too many chances in this first 45 minutes, but still they would keep on coming. 38th minute. This time a lofted ball the other way for Adoniran.
Head on a swivel for this back line with Villanueva, Taylor Bueller. Also, you could throw Eric Kisner into the mix, who's on the bench tonight. The center backs like to distribute moving forward. They're great at finding those 20, 30-yard balls to pick out the front three and the support coming up through the middle. That's what everybody's chasing right now. Orange County on their 10th match tonight could draw, in theory. Of course, goal differential would push them up to number 2. Los Dos, think about how many more games they've played than everybody else alongside San Diego. Josh.
Oh, then Oakland at the bottom's only played 6.
Yeah, they started late.
Yeah,
the field issue.
Yep.
You know, they are changing stadiums though, so they're getting some games in here. Sacramento Republic and Oakland will do battle, and Steve Cherundolo has started to turn the corner with Las Vegas Lights. Said the entire time that was just going to take some time, as the vision for that club and what it looks like under the direction of LAFC, the relationships they now have. Bob Bradley sending a lot of players up and down. Danny Mazovsky getting involved in the scoring recently. Former Reno frontman for Ian Russell in 1868. Trying to make his way back into the team sheet for LAFC. But until then, he'll hang out in Sin City, have a little fun.
We are set to go for the second half. Teams are ready to go with Devin Kerr. I'm Josh Easter. Teams will switch ends. The lights starting to take effect here in this second 45 minutes. Waiting on the whistle of tonight's referee, Chris Ruska. See what changes come this second 45 minutes. Will there be a goal? Will there be a winner? 45 minutes to find out. Good pressure there from Kuningas. Calvillo leading the break. He held on to that just a bit too long, but Kuningas does pick it up. Now Richards. Which manager do you think was happier at halftime?
Tacoma Defiance. They provided themselves more overall opportunities. You would have to say the clear-cut ones definitely came via Orange County. Brent Cloutier's not going to be upset, though. Maybe lack of decision-making in certain areas. People would probably like his midfield on the ball a bit more than what you saw in the first half. And there's that spreading out that I talk about where Tommy McCabe comes really deep. Love the distribution coming from the likes of Orozco and Kobe Henry off the back line.
Serrano brought down by Smith. The referee gave the throw in Tacoma's way. Smith tried to run away with that. Tahara. Mendoza. Mendoza looking in to the 18-yard box. Pounces this in. Cleared away. Mendoza will get another chance. 5 shots in that first half for Orange County, just 2 for Tacoma. Possession did favor Orange County, 55% of it. Push in the back as Ryan went down. Free kick given Tacoma's way. They'll go with it quick. Remember, Orange County coming in on that 6-game unbeaten streak. To match the streak they put together in 2019, where they went 7 unbeaten, 2 wins and 5 draws. Put from behind, Serrano draws the foul. It'll be a free kick Orange County's way. And remember, Ronaldo Damas not available tonight. He is on international duty with Haiti. Actually played 36 minutes tonight in the 4-1 win for Haiti against Bermuda. Haiti will now be in the group stage, so he'll be gone a little bit longer. And Haiti's actually taking on the United States in the first matchup of the Gold Cup coming up. Markkanen able to get there in front of Thomas. Heavy challenge coming in, but one back in a good area. Kuninga slips this through. Weehan's cross back into the middle. Richards crashing in. That shot nowhere near goal.
It's almost impossible here for Brent Richards to get this back across his body because he always wants it on the right foot. Fantastic overlapping run. Little press coming right back through the middle. It's a foul. They don't call it. Tommy McCabe gets himself in trouble a little bit. Referee doesn't see it though, and right there, the right foot coming back across. There's enough pressure just at the tail end of it to push it away. Trying to redirect this on frame, almost a near impossible task.
Back the other way, Ryan showing that skill on the ball. Still Issa Ryan. Gets this infield, Serrano just wide. All started by Ryan down that right side, but Serrano could not provide the finish.
Beautiful explosion of speed by Issa Ryan down on the right-hand side. And how about the technical display as well? That's a quality outside back, and Nathan Smith getting turned around. Tries to make amends on the little pressure coming at the tail end of it. Might have just saved this ball, ending up in the back of the net. Ray Serrano could not pick out that far corner. But how about the step by Issa Ryan on that right-hand flank?
Showing some of those attacking capabilities.
Meu código do convite, quando você vai, aparece o código do convite. Você tem que colocar o código do convite
Good
no novo
chances for both
usuário.
sides in the opening few minutes of this second 45. Henry, long diagonal again. This time it's intercepted. Referee will blow this dead. This will be a yellow card to Nathan Smith.
Should be no surprise that Ryan on that right-hand side is causing some issues right now. That's your ACC Rookie of the Year back in 2018. Mentioned how good he was. 6 goals, 3 assists, and 20 appearances. Coming out of the Philadelphia Union Academy. He's a national team player with the 16s and 17s. Just flat out fly.
No doubt made a difference down that right side tonight for Tacoma. Play down the middle. Here's Tacoma. For 2. Defiance coming on, as you touched on the open. Another one of those international players. Time with Puerto Rico. Dave Sarakin is now heading up that national team.
Pretty interesting that they've been bringing him off the bench, though, right?
Yeah,
Recently.
we talked about that before the game.
It's a wondrous talent that so many times in the 2020 campaign and previously that he was able to really assert himself in the starting position, slicing his way through the back lines, goals left and right. Worse over distributor, though, playing off of him in that 9 spot up top.
There's some pressure. Romero just has to put this out. Diaz did score 6 goals last year in 13 appearances. Of those 13 appearances, started 9. Slipped in. Diaz battling for it. Ryan. Option to the middle. Trying to put this centrally. Orozco just got a foot to it. Another throw-in coming for Tacoma.
Little limp there. Anguiano.
He's gone down a few times tonight. Serrano. Turning. Just poked away from behind. Now Orozco looking upfield.
Approaching the 20-minute mark here, Josh. And I mentioned the keys to the game coming in. I said for the Tacoma Defiance, they need to define themselves. And what did I mean by that? What was the game plan going to be? Defensively, had to have the proper disposition that they were going to chase a little bit here because of the way that Orange County liked to build. They want to be on the ball as much as possible. They had to make sure that this was going more side to side as opposed to being able to stretch vertically. Every time that man right there has stepped up over the ball, though, Kobe Henry has found a way to stretch this game, upping the level of difficulty defensively for Tacoma Defiance. The spacing is off. They start to move in transition. They struggle with it.
This comes in, immediately headed away. Throw in coming for OC.
The good news is the schematics for the preparation for this game. They recognize exactly where those focal points were going to be. Able to thwart them off so far, but still work to be done.
Raymond Dre checks in for Brian Olaski. And equip substitution. 20 minutes to go. This bouncing around. The 17-year-old earning his third appearance on the season. Now a sub coming for Tacoma Defiance. Israel Gonzalez comes on, placing Ray Serrano. Another men-equipped substitution. Gonzalez, his sixth appearance in his third season with Tacoma. Been in this Sounders Academy since 2014.
Tem que esperar que o celular tá.
It's time to get outside and experience the new family game night right around the corner at the Great Park in Irvine. Make memories all season long with the raw firework nights, beer fest, family game nights, and our dollar beer and cheap eats series. Parking is always free, and so are the memories. OrangeCountySoccer.com/tickets. New throw-in coming for Villanueva and Tacoma Defiance. Earn a result on the road. Only have 1 point in 5 games. Away from Cheney Stadium. Another substitution coming here for Orange County. The Francis Jacobs replacing Tommy McCabe. A season debut for the youngster. Made his pro debut the 2020 season. Men-equipped substitution. Just an interesting sub, actually, because that's the third substitution window. Only 3 subs used tonight. That is it for Orange County for the final 17-plus minutes.
He's just trying to find a way to break fresh legs on. He's got to bring new horses on. Feels like this group isn't rambunctious enough down the stretch. Offensively, they've got to start to stretch this game, Josh. Find a way to push the tempo against Tacoma Defiance, because everything right now is exactly what we saw in the opening 15 or 20 minutes. Give a different look, challenge in a different area. Otherwise, you're walking out of here with a point.
Plenty of youth out there now for Orange County. Likes of Dre, Jacobs, Kobe Henry. All still in their mid-teens. Places forward. Markkinen brings it down. His distribution is off the mark.
See what you did there. That's your dad
I
joke.
didn't even mean
That's
it.
your dad joke.
Oh my goodness, I said it and I didn't even mean it.
You are wise beyond your years,
Oh
man.
boy.
Mom and dad at home proud right now.
It's literally a no pun intended.
Take credit for that kind of stuff.
And over the top is back calmly for Thomas.
Taylor Mueller, that's class right there. That's years under the tutelage of Van Houser and the Charleston Battery, recognizing that you're going to have a little step from the goalkeeper. I will say, from an organizational standpoint, Andy Thomas, you can see the lineage that is Jeremy Gunn, the head coach of Stanford, and how good they are keeping everything so structurally sound in front of them.
The corner and then out of play. Into the final quarter of an hour. Dated LLC is the exclusive naming rights partner of the Dated Deck, a private premium hospitality area featuring 20-person club cabanas for your closest family and friends at Championship Soccer Stadium. Dated Deck availability is limited, so be sure to visit orangecounty.com/dateddeck to book your experience today. Good view of the action. One player down on the far side. It's for both sides to talk things over. To look at Wade Weber, his first season with Tacoma Defiance as head coach, taking over for Chris Little. Went over to the Colorado Rapids, Robin Frazier's staff, and they call El Profe. Okay. High school teacher in his day as well.
Had the opportunity to speak to their academy director, Gary Lewis, and talked about this on the MLS Next coverage. The collaboration between everybody within this organization. And I said the structure that you were going to get out of North Loggerway, Brian Schmetzer working your way down. Another change will be made. Robles, so Ryan's day will be done. And how amazingly connected they all were, Josh. I mean, truly. The ability to go from first team into the training session, into the mind of someone else. Henry Bronner is the man who I'm referencing now. He basically provides the gap between everybody with the academy, Tacoma Defiance, and first team. And you just go from one to the other, because it's simple to think, okay, here's the need. Let's go get it. But that goes back to my original point of they're trying to make sure that it's what's best for the individual in order to succeed within themselves that will help the system progress, right? And so you get guys like Gary Lewis, Wade Weber, Brian Schmetzer, Garth Logway, Henry Bronner, all on the same page, everybody attending first team practices, but with the understanding that there's going to be some ups and downs for these players. How do you manage all that? That's not an easy thing to do. And yet for quite some time now, this academy has continuously taken steps into and onto the next level, because it's not just domestic, right? We talked about all the international. 18 out of 31 have come up through the academy, either in the Tacoma Defiance or the Seattle Sounders, 15 of which are represented at either the youth or senior national level. That's top quality work right there.
And I will say, growing up in the Pacific Northwest, a great youth soccer community, like some Crossfire, Jordan Morris's club, Eastside FC, all feeding into this Sounders Academy, which Sounders, of course, have taken Seattle and MLS by storm. Decade plus they've been around.
Is there a goal in this game for you? It's hard to say yes, isn't it?
It is. I want to say yes, but
it's a catastrophic mistake if yes for me. It's a terribly timed turnover playing out of the back. Someone steps in it. We've already seen a couple tonight that neither team has been able to bounce on, right?
Yeah.
But for me, it's that errant ball coming off the back line that's gifted to someone like Chris Weehan, who's going to go challenge 1v1.
To be fair, there have been a lot of long balls over the top, and like a guy like Markkinen going up for one.
Yeah.
Mueller has played solid in the back line along with Pruitt tonight.
It's just as easily Ocampo Chavez or Alec Diaz, right? Sliding right through. Throughout the day. Throughout the day. I'm just naming names.
Okay.
I'm saying people who have progressed into the final third as you give me the cutoff sign.
I want to make sure you knew he got subbed off.
I'm very well aware of what's going on. I'm just giving specifics. I would have said the same thing about Branilowski. He had a couple chances too, just couldn't make the right decision.
Robles trying to go quick on the throw-in. Wava was making the run upfield. Give away in the midfield. Orozco. Weehan. Behind Markkanen. It's the giveaway. Henry just knocks this out of play. 8.5 minutes plus stoppage time. Robles. To lay this off. Diaz keeps it moving. Diaz wants it back. He gets it back. It's knocked away.
Argentina com Brasil é final ou semifinal? Final?
Too long to make that decision on the far side. Tacoma.
E aí, ganhou mais alguma figurinha? Nada? Então não esquece de botar.
It's towards goal, and Romero just has to pad this up over the bar. Nervy moment there at the back. Romero a bit shaken up as he gets back to his feet. Corner kick Tacoma.
Robles not too bad. Watch him try and pick the pocket of Abraham Romero. It's got the right distance. Speed lacking a tiny bit, but the goalkeeper still got work to do here. Would it have tucked itself home? Not necessarily sure. Better safe than sorry for Abraham Romero.
Comes the corner kick, back post, headed down. Wrong side of the post.
Some kind of strike distance, huh, Josh?
Bouncing up. Loop on it. Nearly. Up Tacoma's 10 goals this year. 4 of them have been in the last 15 minutes. Pruitt. Coming up on the far side, this will be a throw into Tacoma. Mingus heads this back. Going to get it wide enough. Robles, tough spot on the near side. Now Calvillo. 5 minutes to go. Calvillo picks his head up. Runs all the way through. Thomas will collect and take his time for Tacoma.
A heck of a throw from Andy Thomas.
Challenge coming from behind. This will be a yellow card to Chris Wehan.
O cara se aplicou mesmo.
This is some kind of ball. He's halfway across the field. By Andy Thomas. Well done. Some of that quick distribution that you will see every now and then at every gun team at Sanford. Make reference to it before.
Dominguez leads the break. Pass not on the mark.
Minha reputação aqui já.
Chance for Tacoma to come forward. Diaz playing chase. Robles. He's taken off the ball. Pulled the jersey. The yellow card to Alec Diaz.
Play quick here, Orange County. Quit allowing to see this set. Notice every single time in this second half, they've gotten a restart. They're very slow to get this game back going. Pick up the tempo here a little bit. Less than 5 minutes to go. Fresh legs on the field.
Both teams with weekend fixtures to prepare for after this 90 minutes. OC will be headed up to Northern California, take on Sac Republic. Tacoma will be right down here in Southern California, take on Los Dos on Sunday. Played some fun matches thus far, Los Dos and Tacoma. The third time those two teams will meet. Richard sends this in. Trying to keep this in. Richards will have a go, and it's scooped up by Thomas. Bit of traffic, was able to make the save.
Certainly not as easy as he made it look here, Andy Thomas. Well done by Brent Richards. Remember, last time out actually stepped up into the midfield. First time since playing for Jamie Franks at the University of Washington. Did very well in that matchup against Colorado Springs. He feels comfortable with the environment. It's not as simple as just stepping outside of the everyday venture that is right back for Brent Richards.
Long ball over the top. It's brought down. Kuningas lays it back. Markkanen shoots. It's blocked. Quickly back the other way. Diaz is brought down. Free kick to Tacoma.
Josh, can we talk about these balls off the back line by Kobe Henry? Astronauts in outer space couldn't have plucked this thing down more appropriately. The Kuningas running through that back line. Markkanen can't get his collected thoughts going. But how well done by Orange County. Kobe Henry, some kind of vision from the 17-year-old in distribution.
Get into 3 minutes of stoppage time. Yellow card was given to Eric Calvillo. Easy Fleet GPS yellow card. Gonzalez stands over this. Can he steal something for Tacoma? No. He's playing over the top. Maybe one more chance. Dre goes down. Calvillo. Thomas will collect at the end line. Final minute of action as Thomas sends this downfield. Challenge coming in on the far side. This will be a yellow card. It's Real Gonzalez. An Easy Fleet GPS yellow card. One more chance to send a ball forward. Final seconds tick away. This a foul before anything got started. Once this ball gets put in play, Chris Rusko will blow this dead. Thomas sends this deep downfield. Still play on. That's it, and that's all. We finish where we started. Tacoma and Orange County, no goals between them. A 0-0 draw. Just the second road point taken in 7 games now on the road for Tacoma, and the man of the match is Kobe Henry, presented by the Dog Park Brewing Company. Talk about his long balls over the top. He was a bright spot.
He was brilliant, 86% passing accuracy, but I love the fact that 72 of that percent came in the final third. Great vision, balls up over the top, and they weren't hit with a wink and a prayer. There was actual understanding that he could connect with these guys running forward. No goals to show for it, but a amazing talent on the back line in Kobe Henry, just 17 years of age.
A couple of clean sheets as well for both goalkeepers, so it finishes here from Irvine. Orange County 0, Tacoma 0. We'll come back and wrap things up right after this.
apparently it sparked a lot of talk on social media. I like the short pant look thing. I think I'm into that.
Oh, my. Okay. We're the nerds. You can't get that for a quarter. It ain't 1947 no more.
If Browner says, whoa, yeah, that's a whoa.
Catch Kaplan and Cruz tonight at 9 p.m. right after the game, only on your view.
Back here to wrap things up from Irvine and Championship Soccer Stadium. Orange County nil, Tacoma nil. 2 clean sheets for both goalkeepers, and we look at our save of the game presented by Shirko. This was a nervy moment as Abraham Romero went scrambling.
Almost. Danny Revelation from distance. Up for the top. Uh-oh. Good save by the goalkeeper. Well done at the end of things by Abraham Romero to keep them in the... game.